Robert, it's Celia.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm sorry to call you so late, but it's the first chance I got to call.
I'm glad you did. I was afraid to call you in case Putnam was around.
Well, he's here now, so I can't talk long.
I went to see your husband today.
How is he?
Well, he seems to be holding up pretty well.
Did you tell him you believe his story?
Yes, and I apologize for taking so long to do it.
Well, that must have encouraged him.
I think so. But I've explained we've got a long way to go here.
I know. I need to talk to him, too. I've got some important information.
What?
Well, I'd rather not talk about it right now. Grant might wake up at any minute. May I come over?
Yeah, by all means. Now, listen, we should be able to talk here privately, at least for a while.
What about Holly?
She's at a meeting for this charity ball. Those affairs generally don't break up till about 11 or so.
Fine. Well, I'll try to get rid of Grant, and then I'll be right over.
Celia, you be careful.
Oh, yes, I'm nothing but these days. See you soon.
That's what he said. I know he's got to be feeling better now that he knows there's a definite possibility of getting out of prison.
Yes, well, not a moment too soon, either.
Now, what's your news?
Dr. Borden called me. He was calling from Campbell's fishing shack. He said that he found a tape that Campbell had made while he was in this country.
About Putnam?
Mm-hmm. And one of the tapes strongly suggested that Grant had something to do with Campbell's murder.
Campbell said this himself?
Yes, on tape. Something to the effect that if this particular recording were heard, that would mean that Campbell were dead and that Grant Putnam killed him.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Borden also says that Campbell suspected that Grant had something to do with Ian's death. I'll go a step further and say that I'm convinced of it. I know that Grant had something to do with Ian's so-called accident.
Why do you say that?
Something that Grant said earlier this evening. He was taking painkillers and he was drowsy. His guard was down, which is something that doesn't happen too often.
What do you say?
He was talking about Ian, how he resented him, how he had beaten him. And while he was talking, this incredible look of hatred passed his face. Oh, it was awful. I could barely even sit there.
Well, what's Borden going to do now?
He's going to gather together Campbell's notes and the tapes and bring them over here.
When?
Well, as soon as he can talk to the people at Rockmore Institute and tell them that he needs a leave of absence. He should be in this country very soon.
Good.
Until then, can't we put Grant Putnam away?
On what charge?
Well, we know what he's done.
But it's not enough. We can't even prove it.
Can't we?
Not yet. Look, right now we have a number of suspicions. We don't have any solid fact. Our case against Putnam is a purely circumstantial one. Now we're close, but we can't book him yet. Maybe with Borden's information we can. In the meantime, we sit still and wait.
Well, I just hope we can hold out that long.
We can, if we're careful. In particular, you.
Don't worry.
Wait a minute, Celia. I mean it. This is where the whole thing gets very dangerous. In that light, no more investigating on your own.
Robert, we're so close.
Listen, your main concern is to keep the guy happy and unsuspecting. If he gets an inkling as to what we're doing, I don't even want to think about it.
Robert, there is nothing anyone, not even you, can say that will stop me from doing all I can to put Grant Putnam in prison for life.
I know how you feel about
I
this.
put my own husband in jail. I'm going to do my damnedest to get him out. So what's my next move? Tell me, Robert. Where do I go from here?